everybody, Richie Yip here, talking again about our ultimate cross-side escape game plan. This is part 5 in a 6-part series. We're going to talk about the granby. We're talking about the granby, and the granby is an escape that I think is like super popular. The best jiu-jitsu practitioners in the world do this. We're going to talk about like what I call it, the young punk kind of way of doing it, and then I'm going to talk about the way that I do it, the old man jiu-jitsu way of doing it. But first, the young punk way. So Stefan's past my guard, he's in cross-side, he's crushing me out, right? Now, from here, I can't turn into Stefan, so I'm going to turn away, right? I'm going to turn away from Stefan. Now, if I was 20 years younger, what I would do is I would make sure that I'm safe from here. You see how I just bring my nose right here, bring my nose right here, bump, bump, and swing my leg all the way around. I've escaped cross-side. So, I don't do that anymore, right? And also, even as a teacher, I see there's a whole bunch of mistakes because a lot of people think that there's a lot of strain on their cervical spine and they're getting smashed. They're actually putting themselves in a smashed position. So in order to go and make sure that everybody's cervical spine stays safe, I teach the old man way of doing this, which I actually think is a better way. It's a better way of doing this. So Stefan's a cross-side again. He's past my guard. He's crushing me out. I can't turn into regard. So I'm going to do another way. I'm going to do another way to regard. I'm going to turn away. You see how my hand checks his shoulder. Now from here, I'm going to bring my nose all the way out. You cannot do this here, where I am perpendicular to Stefan. Cross-side connotes the idea that Stefan is across from me. His spine is perpendicular to my spine. So I don't want to maintain that. Bring my nose here. Once I have this, I'm going to use my forearm. I bring my chest out proud. So there's a conduit of force between my elbow into my shoulder. This will create space. See where my forearm is? It's kind of on his collarbone. So I switch my feet. I'm going to go, maybe move my shoulder a little bit, and then bring my hip where my elbow is. I may have to use my hand. And then from here, I drop my hip, I drop my hip, I drop my hip. So that way my shin comes in. And then I can fight from the guard. So let's do that again. Okay, so I'm turned away from Stefan. I'm checking with my hand. I'm able to turn more completely. I bring my nose right here. Bring my nose right here. Once my nose is here, I'm going to keep Stefan at bay with the corner of my elbow, the bulk of my forearm. I place it in. I may have to move my shoulder a little bit more. See how broad my chest is? It's not caved in. I'm too weak. Chest is proud. Keeping him at bay. Give me a little juice, Stefan. It's much bigger than me, right? I can keep him at bay from here. Switch my feet. Stick my hip up into his sternum. Check. Control. Right? You see how my hip basically is used as a way to maintain distance, just like my shin is a way to maintain distance when I'm fighting Stefan inside the guard, whether it's my shin, my foot, Thor's homeland, right? It makes no difference, right? Check, drop, right? So that is how you do the old man jiu-jitsu granby, right? You can do this when you're 65, right? If you're not suffering from osteoporosis, but it doesn't matter, right? You can, in theory. So you don't need athleticism to do this. And this is one of my favorites. At no point in time, right, was my neck being compressed. I was yelling into the camera the whole time as evidence, right? So granby, a great way to escape bottom cross-side. Give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments below.